We're here in this country, and our nation, with all its faults, let me tell you something, is the greatest nation on God's green earth. We'll get that. We'll get that, but hear me. I was in Kosovo, in Srnica. One of the last things we had to do there while securing the borders, or securing the city, was to ensure there was no gun traffic going in and out of the country, out of the city. That was my responsibility in my platoon. We stopped a man who had a family. He had a boy and his son and his wife inside of a wagon. They were on their way back from being pushed out of their own houses, trying to get back home. I walked over to him at the checkpoint. I said, "I'm sorry, you'll have to pull that cover back off your wagon. I have to check in order for you to go in." He looked at me and said, "No problem, it's a gift for you and your Marines," in his native tongue. Being a little concerned about that because I was determined to bring all my Marines back home. Absolutely. I looked at the gentleman and said, "I tell you what, you lift up the cover and we'll take a look at it." So he did. To my surprise, there were 6 cases of coke. I tell you what, that felt really good because I've been on water and MREs for about 6 weeks. Some of y'all will have to get with someone that's been in the military to understand that. Yeah, so high coke was really good for me at the time.
That's right. Yeah, we feel it.
I accepted the cokes. I shook his hand. I said, "Sir, you're free to go." About 35-40 minutes later, I looked at the squad of my Marines and said, "Let's do one last sweep through the city before we bed down. Let's make sure everything's good. Let's do one more last patrol." So through the city of Srnica we went. And while going through the city, we made a left turn down a cobble road, and there that man stood with his family looking at what was left of his home. It had been ravaged. He and his son was holding the bottom of his coattail. His wife stayed in the wagon with her daughter, and he started crying. Being the Marine in me, I couldn't help. But that Christian part of me just came out. I walked up to the gentleman. I said, "Listen, I know I'm on patrol, but I've got a squad of Marines here. We'll maintain some security for you so we can allow you to help rebuild your home." What he said to me after that blew me away. In his native tongue to my translator, he looked at me and said, "I don't need your help rebuilding my home. I can do that for myself. Just provide the security so I can get it done." He might not be American, but that's the America that we stand for. That's who we are. There's something wrong with the system that rewards you for doing nothing. They